Hey guys, and welcome back to the Klingberg Motorsport YouTube channel. Today is going to be a quick video. I'm diving into the Corolla to see what I've broken at Summernats, to assess a bit of the damage because I have some bits that I definitely destroyed. I'm going to give the motor a once over. I don't know how in-depth I'm going to go with it. I'm definitely going to change some oil and stuff, but yeah, and I have some really exciting news to share with everybody. So I'll announce that at the end of the video. So I'm actually hang around till the end. But yeah, so in this video, I'm going to look into what we have broken. Yeah. If you watch my Summernats video, I fixed that multiple times. I'm actually going to remake these flares, I think, just so that I can move the bolt holes to different places because this fiberglass panel is nearing the end of its life. So I'm going to have to order some new ones of them soon. I'm also going to fix the brakes in this, hopefully, finally, or have a good shot at it anyway. So if you've watched some of my videos before, you know the handbrake's been shite in this. I've tried masters and bleeding it 10,000 times and everything possible to fix it. Basically, it's like it's losing its bleed sort of thing. So I've got some new brake pads, Project Move pads, new discs. So I'm going to drill them out to 4 studs because they are R33 5 stud brakes currently. So yeah, drill them out to fit 4 stud. I've got a caliper rebuild kit as well, so I'm going to reseal those calipers because then if it's still doing it after that, I'm probably just going to start again, get all new everything. I don't really know, like the handbrake in this used to be excellent and then like it just changed overnight sort of thing. Not overnight, it just changed like straight away. One day I drove it and the handbrake was crap in it. I can't recall if it's when I put flex lines in it. I went from a hard line to a flexible line, like just braided brake hose. Can't recall if it was then or it just happened randomly. So that's why I'm just, rebuilding everything. So yeah, I'm going to dive straight into it. All right, while that drains, I'm just going to run over a couple things. So if you did watch my Summernats video and stuff, you'll know that I did a lot of laps. Like I haven't worked it out, but it will probably be around 400 of, like I did probably 400 laps of the little drift course there at Summernats. So yeah, towards the end of the weekend, the car was starting to, I could feel a few things on the car starting to wear out. One of which was the front tires. Definitely falling apart. I probably wasn't expecting them to last that long. They were pretty like worn out when I went over there, but yeah, they're looking a bit worse for wear now. They had a little bit more tread, like that side tire had a little bit more tread than that before I left. And now down to canvas. So, and by the end of the weekend, I could feel it like turning in. You could just feel it like understeering sort of thing. So, and I actually had a really good run with these tires. They are Nankang, like semi-slicks, which are AR1s. So I got sleek spares to grab me some new ones. I think they might have actually been on the car for probably, I think I put them brand new on the car for Summernats maybe. I don't know whether it was two or 3 years ago, one of the two. So, they've lasted really well. So, the other thing, like obviously I blew the guard off of it multiple times. I had a like a brace in here that attached to this outer guard. I bent that and couldn't straighten it up, so cut that one off. Also, may have ripped some wires out. I don't know. I'm going to have to dive into that when I put some safety glasses on so I don't get eyes full of rubber. But yeah, so handbrake is the main fix for today. So that's the line that comes through and it goes up here just to this bottom one here. So I've actually like when I first started having this problem, I thought it was just like a wobbly brake disc or something that was causing it. And to overcome that, sometimes you can just put these little valves in. It's like a spring with a ball bearing in it that just holds a little bit of pressure in the brake side of the lines. So like if you've got that wobble, it'll sort of hold that pressure so that the piston doesn't get pushed back into the brakes, and therefore push the fluid back out of the lines, sort of thing. And then so when you pull the handbrake for the first time, after you've driven, the first pull of the handbrake, sort of the piston takes up the gap in the pad before it actually like clamps onto the disc or the rotor. So yeah, I thought that might have fixed the problem. So it didn't fix it at all. So that's why we're going to do discs today, just in case there's a problem with them. They don't look bad, to be honest. The pads look good, but at the same time, there's no saying that they haven't been oily or something. So I'm going to chuck some Project Moo pads in. And they're really good pads, especially for this. Like, they'll lock up the brakes instantly. So if you want to have a really good handbrake, they're kind of the go-to pad. I'm probably just rambling on again. I'm just going to get stuck into it. So I'm diving back into the Corolla because I'm going drifting this weekend. Drifting SA have a practice on at Mallala from 1:30 till 6:30, I think it is. So I'll be there from 1:30 until possibly, I don't know, until I run out of tyres, let's say. I'm only taking probably 12 tyres, so however long that lasts. But the difference with this weekend's practice is passengers are allowed. So if you are coming out to Mallala, come and see me, and I might be able to squeeze you in for a passenger lap. It will be first in, best dressed sort of thing. So passenger rides are $35, I'm pretty sure, which is something that you organise on the day when you get out there. But I will chuck the link to buy tickets. I think it's $15 entry for the event. I'll chuck a link in the description below to the tickets, so you can purchase them online before you get there. There is a drift school in the morning, but yeah, I'm only doing the drift practice in the afternoon from 1:30. But yeah, Mallala 1:30 Saturday drifts. Brakes all unbolted. I'm not sure if I've been over this before yet, but I run I think it's an RB factory from Queensland, dual caliper kit. So twin R33 rear brake calipers, and a R33 disc. It's actually a really good kit. It's like just multiple pieces sort of thing that bolts in. So it sandwiches in between like the axle and the housing sort of thing. But yeah, really good kit, bolt on, no problems, fits perfect sort of thing. So highly rate it if you're looking into it. But let's get these calipers rebuilt. Like they look very dirty, but I'm not sure. I don't think it looks like they've been leaking or anything. So not that, like if it got to the point of them leaking, I think that'd be very bad. So yeah, discs, I mean, they don't look too bad to be honest, but I might just machine them and they can go on the 886. And this is the seal kit. So EFI Solutions, which was Tark's I used to buy like all of my Nissan stuff off of there. They've also started doing a fair bit of Toyota stuff. But yeah, back in my SR days, that's what I used to thrive on, the Tark stuff. So yeah, genuine kit. Yeah, genuine kit. I think anyway. Pretty sure I ordered genuine. Doesn't look that genuine, but I'm guessing it has Nissan Motor Co. and made in Japan, so must be genuine. Yeah, so I'm gonna chuck them in here. Let's make a mess. So I didn't film any of that because it was very time consuming, but all rebuilt, new seals. I pulled them apart, cleaned everything. The pistons in them were okay, like they were a bit like scored, but yeah, they cleaned up with some Scotch-Brite, so hopefully that's all good now. I still have to put the pads in, but I'll do that when I install it. So fresh. Now all I have left to do is to drill these new discs out. So if you haven't done this before, it's pretty easy. So obviously I've got the 5-stud R33 disc, and this is a 4-stud, I think it's an S13 hub, maybe originally. But all you want to do is leave one stud in, just line it up with one of the holes. So studs down here, and then I just chuck a wheel nut on it, tighten it up. I just decided to spin it around because that hole was close to one of the other holes, so I can drill these two discs. I'll just put it, because I think that's something to do with the handbrake shoes, like the adjuster or whatever. So I'm just going to do the other disc the same as this one, and I'll just line those two holes up so they're next to each other, so it's roughly the same. But yeah, basically once you've got it all bolted together, tighten that up. You want to set the gap around the hub here the same. It's not super critical how perfect it is probably on these, because they just slip on over the studs. It's not like it's a hub where you're pulling the where it needs like a spline sort of thing for the wheel nuts. So yeah, once it's all bolted together, just get I think it might be a 13mm drill bit. I'll check in a sec. And just drill these bad boys. I did chuck another clamp on just in case. Now I'm just going to chuck some studs and nuts in those two holes that I've drilled, and tighten it up to make sure it doesn't move, so I can take that clamp off. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just, yeah, quite straightforward. Deburr them afterwards. I just use a countersinking bit and just take a little bit out on both sides. But yeah, rinse and repeat. Do the same again for the other side, and we're done. And there we go, 4-stud R33 discs. So they do drill pretty easy. So in this case, the cordless drill does do the job. Ideally, I mean, a drill press would be better probably, but in this case, old trusty. They're kind of like some form of cast steel. So yeah, they're pretty soft to drill. So one done. Time to do the second one. Also, this is how, I'm not going to say slack, because I definitely haven't been slack, how busy I've been. I still haven't unpacked from Summernats. The car's still fully loaded. I guess I don't need to load the car up and pack for the weekend if it's already packed from last event, right? Do need some wheels out of there and some jerry cans from down the front, so dig them out too. All right, guard is back on once again. I had to weld it up this time because it was broken. Yeah, loves a spray can. I'm not going to fix it too well this time because after this weekend, I'm actually going to pull the car down a little bit and give it a quick cleanup. I went and picked up some wheels and tyres. Well, some tyres last night. Thanks to my mate Travis for lending me the van because I, filled it up. And also thanks to Dan Pryor once again for picking up some tyres for me from Scott's Tyres. But yeah, we're very full. Overflowing even. Full. It's a sneaky bumper for something else. Some E85. So yeah, thanks fellas. Teamwork makes the dream work. All right, we're back on the ground. Pretty well finished. Brakes bled, new fresh tyres on. Fitted up a heap of other tyres onto rims. Oil change done. I still got to swap this new bonnet pin in because this one fell apart. But I'm going to do that in a minute. Pretty much everything checked over. Wheel bearings checked. Got this guard back on. Yeah, handbrake probably sorted. Like I said, I want to test it this weekend, so we'll find out. And you also just seen that I said I'm going to pull this down a little bit and just give it a quick clean up after this weekend's event, because I'm pretty much just using this to test some tyres this weekend. Because the exciting news is I've been invited to drive at Adelaide Motorsport Festival in Victoria Park in Adelaide on the 16th and 17th of March. I'll chuck some details on the screen. So we're pretty lucky to be involved with the drifting. Drifting SA have done a lot of behind the scenes work to make it happen. And if you haven't seen anything of Adelaide Motorsport Festival before, it's kind of Australia's answer to Goodwood Festival of Speed. So it's a heap of old F1 cars, some old V8 supercars. Valtteri Bottas is there driving some cars, and yeah, a heap of other people. David Croft is over, Craig Lowndes will be there, and others that haven't been announced yet. But yeah, super exciting. So I've been for the last 3 years, I think it was, watching, and so it's awesome to get an invite to drive this year. So we will be on Saturday and Sunday. We have sessions at 10:30 in the morning, and then we have we're actually running a comp. Well, should I say drifting? I say running a comp to put on a show for the crowd between 5 and 6. So yeah, that's going to be awesome. So that's pretty much why I'm going to test some tyres this weekend, because I've got some new Rodex tyres there that I want to test. I've heard they're decent, but I'm not sure. So I need to just double check and make sure we are good to go. But yeah, so after this weekend, I'm going to pull the guards off the thing, give it a clean up, so it's looking good. So much excited. So looking forward to it. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. If you're going to Mallala tomorrow, I'll see you there. I'll chuck a link in the description down here to buy tickets for tomorrow. I think they're $15 entry if you're coming out to Mallala. If not, I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.